A brand new and massive update hit Path of Titans over the weekend, which introduced a whole load of new abilities. AI is now being tested on the live version of the game, and a bunch more fixes and changes that improve the quality of life for the game. Today, I'm overviewing it all and telling you everything you need to know about this update. Timestamps for everything on the screen now, and if you are new, feel free to subscribe. But other than that, let's get right into it. AI critters, as I covered in a video on Sunday, are now on Path of Titans. These are currently on the main demo branch, but they are only accessible through a limited community server in which you can test them. This community server is called Official Critter Test, which you can find in the community servers tab for the game, and I definitely recommend you go on it if you weren't able to go on the PTB and want to test and check out AI. One thing about this Official Critter Test server is that it runs on the same saves that are on the main official servers, which means if you play on official servers, you'll already have dinosaurs in which you can use to test the AI critters on. Currently, AI burrows are all over the map. The biggest hotspot, of course, is the center region of the map around Corpse Cove, Spine Lizard Lagoon, and Talon's Point. However, I'm pretty sure the main highway or the hub for AI and players in general is Spine Lizard Lagoon, and that has 3 AI burrows so far. Currently, only 2 AI are in this test demo. Platyhystrix and Didelphodon. More will probably be coming soon. To disturb an AI burrow, you go up to it and hold E. This will disturb the AI critter. The developers have said they will be soon adding hunting quests and other quests for AI critters as well in the future, which will be pretty cool, and the test will be expanded upon from there. Don't expect a full release of the AI critters yet. I feel like this is just a test, and then they're going to add quests for them, more testing elements that will be done on the live demo. For the mobile users, you have a live HUD or heads-up display editor, which allows you to edit and tweak the elements in your heads-up display and to put them wherever you want on the screen. These are additional tools which will also allow you to access tools such as screenshot button, which hides all the buttons and lets you take a clear screenshot without any buttons on the screen, which is great for mobile players. In addition to this, you can save and make multiple heads-up display layouts, which you can enable whenever you want to for specific dinosaurs. So if you don't like how your keys are laid out for one dinosaur but like that layout for another dinosaur, you can create a specific layout and save it and then switch to it when you play as that dinosaur, which is pretty neat. Now, aside from the AI test, combat and abilities are the biggest and major update to come to this update in the game. So, this is probably one of the biggest updates that we're getting this year in my eyes, and it's a very interesting one, and I'm going to be going through all of these abilities and storming through them in a second. However, I just want to say it looks like this might be something that's focused on in an alphabetical order maybe. One dinosaur in the alphabet will get it first, like the main cascade of abilities, and then it will trickle down to some other dinosaurs that will also be getting some abilities in the update, like we have seen in this one, and this will carry on in other updates as well. Matt also did say that some of the abilities now are dependent on other abilities that are not in the game yet, so do bear that in mind when considering imbalance and stuff like that, because there's no point fixing balance when they're going to be fixed when those other abilities that are in testing come to the game anyways. Let's dive right into it. Let's get into Anodontosaurus first, which got a new leg ability called Fortify, which allows, while crouching for 15 seconds, will grant increased damage resistance and bleed resistance until uncrouched. You are able to move during this ability while crouched movement. You get a new front tail attack, new bone snap ability, which is a charge up attack. This will inflict bone break damage and has a higher chance compared to normal. Rallying call ability will increase your defense and packmate's defense as well. Burly back limb ability, which increases stamina and bone break resistance. Resilient hide is added, and that increases bleed and venom resistance. Thick hide was renamed to armored plates. This ability now increases armor. Then we move into Kentrosaurus, which got a vault ability for its legs, which allows it to jump and takes less fall damage. Added traction ability, which increases turn radius and stamina recovery. Added tail swing, which is a charged up tail swing attack that does high amounts of damage depending on how long it's held for. Armored plates hide is added, an additional tail attack slot unlocked at adolescent stage, standard attack bleed damage reduced by 0.5 times. Stegosaurus has the armored plates ability as well, and it added a pivot back limb ability, which allows when it stands in place for 5 seconds, increases your precise turn speed. Sarcosuchus has got an added charge up bite, inflicts a lot of damage, can also one-shot a Concavinator if it hits it in the head. Removed bleed damage on Sarco's standard bite and added a second Sarco head slot ability for its bite attacks, which is unlocked at adolescent. Ceratosaurus has a crushing bite ability removed. If you had previously unlocked this, you will be getting recompensated with mark. Added Ceratosaurus bone snap ability, charge up this bite to do quite a lot of bone break depending on how long it's held for. Added secondary bite attack slot for Ceratosaurus, unlocked at adolescent growth. Daspletosaurus has the bone snap ability, same as Ceratosaurus. Crushing bite does less damage now and less bone break, and its standard bite has had increased damage output by 1.5 times. Spinosaurus also gets the crushing bite ability, and finally Alderon has an increased cooldown for its tail attack and reduced damage by 0.25 times for that tail attack. And there are some final other changes in this update as well, which, well, there's a lot of actually, so I definitely recommend you look at the whole changelog, which I'll have on the screen while I talk about this. So, almost all dinosaur hitboxes have been adjusted and changed to prevent dinosaurs from getting stuck together and better hit registration overall. Server owners can now add a mark multiplier to the servers, meaning people can grind out a lot more marks currently. Creator mode now saves objects even after a server restart. Dense feathers and streamlined hide have got new images for them. All dinosaurs no longer get bleed, bone break or venom damage when hit on the tips of their tails, and there's so much more in this as well, and I recommend you pause it and have a look at all the changelog because there is so much in this update which I recommend you look at. And that, everybody, is it. The major update to come to Path of Titans, everything you need to know about the update. And let me know what you think about this update. What do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.